Becoming a great developer takes more than just coding skills. It requires dedication, continuous learning, and a strategic approach to self-improvement. With so many challenges and decisions, it's easy to lose focus on what truly makes an impact. After 10 years in the industry, working in both startups and large companies, I've seen what sets great developers apart. Hi everyone, and welcome to Tech Nuggets with ShiftTech. My name is Prosper and I'm a full stack developer. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you top recommendations to help you grow and stand out as a developer. So let's get into it. So the first thing that you need to know is you must have the right mindset. Starting a journey in software engineering is as much about mental preparation as it is about technical skills. The right mindset lays the foundation of your success and growth in this field. So you must embrace a growth mindset where you view challenges as opportunities for learning and improvement. Be curious and open-minded. So this means you must stay eager to explore new technologies and perspectives, right? Also accept and learn from failures. Use your setbacks as valuable learning experiences. Again, you must be an active learner. So in software engineering, a lot of things change. So you have to tell yourself that in this journey that I'm in, I have to be an active learner. You continuously learn. It doesn't mean that what you learn today will always remain the same, right? So set clear learning goals, identify specific skills that you want to learn, be it programming language or software development methodologies. Engage in hands-on practice. So work on real-world projects, coding challenges, and open source contributions to apply what you have learned and gain practical experience. Right? Don't learn things randomly. So this is something that most of the people do, whereby they want to learn everything at once, they want to learn everything randomly. So what you need to do is research about roadmaps. So you can do a research on front-end roadmaps, back-end roadmaps, or even full-stack development roadmaps, just for you to understand the essential skills and technologies that are needed on a different roadmap or on a certain path, right? After that, you need to understand the core areas of such a roadmap. So if it's backend, you need to understand how you connect to databases, right? How you write your unit test, how you write performance test, and so forth, right? Now follow a structured plan. Create a targeted learning plan based on your research. Prioritize foundational skills before advancing to more complex topics. Now, you need to master one programming language. So there are so many languages out there. So all you need to do is to look for a language that interests you, or that is maybe at first easy for you to learn, so that you master even the most basic stuff. So you can choose a language from C#, Python, Java, and JavaScript, depending, right? But I would recommend if you're starting, you can start with Python. Why? Because it's easy to master, it's easy to learn because of its syntax, right? Now, once you have mastered or once you have chosen Python, now you need to deep dive into the whole language, right? Learn all aspects of the language, including the syntax, advanced features, and also its best practices, right? Now, let's move on to learning software engineering concepts, right? So you need to master most of them, right? So how a software architecture is designed, software designing, algorithms and data structures, you need to understand that. You also need to understand the solid or dry or KISS principles when you're writing your code, design patterns, and also how you as a developer, how can you write clean code. Now, it's time for you now to start trying to build something. Let's say you want to come up with a system. You need to understand the SDLC. So this is an abbreviation for Software Development Lifecycle. So this lifecycle comes with so many stages when you're coming up with your software, and many people or different team roles come together and follow this cycle. So you need to understand it from stage 1 up to stage 6, Then also you need to understand the models that people or most companies use when they apply on this life cycle. So there's waterfall model that you can apply. There's also agile. So, but if for now, don't worry about these models or this SDLC, because I will cover it in the next video. Software engineering or development is all about problem solving. What we are trying to do as developers or as engineers is to improve, innovate, or come up with new ways of doing things digitally, right? So it's all about problem solving. So what you need to master is practicing that problem solving, right? So you need to solve diverse challenges, so whereby you regularly tackle a variety of coding problems and also algorithms to build and sharpen your problem solving skills. Also work on your own personal projects. This will then help you to apply your problem solving skills, also getting your hands on experience, which helps you coming up in real world applications and refining your techniques as well, right? Then another thing or another part that I've seen which really helped me is to utilize the online platforms like LeetCode, HackerRank, and CodeSignal to practice and improve your problem solving abilities. Once you have done this, you need now to take a moment to reflect what you have been doing, to reflect your strengths, to reflect on your weaknesses, right? And try and see where exactly can you improve. Then you just iterate the whole process, and then you move on, right? Now you need to learn good engineering practices, right? There's so many. So the first one that I think it's a must is using version control. So this one makes use of Git, whereby it's a tool where it helps you manage your source code. So you find that whenever you start working as a team, this will come as a handy tool where you share your source code. You work on the same project with different people, and you just manage. You can see who did what at what day. You can revert all those changes. If say you introduced a bug, you can revert. Once you're done, you push to a repository and everything sits in your repository or in the cloud, right? Also, you need to understand or to know how to write tests. So there are different types of tests, and again, this is something that we'll cover in the future videos, where we'll cover what are unit tests, how do you write unit tests, what are integration tests as well, and end-to-end tests or regression testing. Again, there's something that you really need to master, which is the test-driven development. This type of development is very essential. Why? Because you first write your test, then once you have if you have cleared out your tests and they're working fine according to the specifications, then you start writing your code. You find this will save you time, and also it will make you in the long run to avoid unnecessary bugs, right? You also need to know what we call code reviews. This is whereby you submit your work to someone to review, just to check, did you follow the good practices? Did you make use of your naming conventions? Are they correct, or are they following the same as the other developers, right? So once that reviewer approves your code review, then it comes back to you. Then now you commit or you merge to the main repository. So you find out. So this, when we are covering agile development, we'll cover this topic as well, right? Now you must have a DevOps mindset. So most companies, or 99% of companies these days, they're making use of DevOps. So you need to channel your mind to be involved in such a setup. So this is where you bring developers, and also you bring operations people, and then they come together, form a team, and start working on projects, right? So another thing which I feel it will make you a good developer is be a product-minded engineer. So this means that when you're working on your project, don't just settle with specs or then jump to implement whatever that you're told to implement. You need to think outside the box. You need to think or about other ideas and approaches of how you are going to tackle your problem. Then you approach your project manager with them. After you've done that, this will help you now to understand the whole complete system and how the business works, or how that business that you're trying to build your application for really works. So you must be an end-to-end product feature owner, right? So if you have noticed, all this that I was talking about right now, it's all technical, right? But there's something that you need to master, which is you need to master your soft skills, which are non-technical skills. So this will help you throughout your journey. You need to learn effective communication, right? Because you'll be dealing with many people, and at some point you will be required to go and pitch to non-technical stakeholders or non-technical business people. So if your communication is not that good, you find that there will be a communication breakdown. The business people won't understand probably the jargon that you're using, right? So you need to master this. Then another thing is collaboration and teamwork. So once you have finished learning your programming or any development, when you start looking for a job, let's say you have landed your job, you're going to be introduced in a team. Hence, you need to be a team player, or you need to have to be able to work with others well, right? So you need those teamwork skills for you to work effectively with others, including managing conflicts and contributing to a positive team dynamic, right? Then another thing, you must be a proactive and an initiative engineer. So you must demonstrate a proactive attitude by anticipating needs, taking ownership of tasks, and seeking opportunities for improvement and innovation. And once again, adaptability and problem solving. You must be flexible and open to change, and use creative problem solving skills to navigate challenges and adapt to new situations, right? So there you have it. I hope these recommendations will help you in your journey. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share with other developers or friends. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and turn the notification bell so that you won't miss any of our future nuggets. Also, drop your questions or any topics that you would want us to cover on this channel, and thank you for tuning in, and see you in the next video.